people, welcome back to Real Life Podcast episode 2. We got myself here, JP, and man like Danil, you get me? So yeah, we're gonna talk about something very interesting today. So if you're new, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. So we're gonna talk about relationships. Why do you think relationships nowadays don't last? Because there's been researchers that show there's a lot more divorces in today's times. Obviously every other week we're hearing someone's separated, but that's an industry kind of thing. But even in real life, I'm sure you know a few people who have gone through breakups.
I think a lot of people are physically attracted to each other, but in the end, when they start speaking to each other, when they actually sit down at each other's houses or at a restaurant, they begin to realise they may not have so much in common. I think sometimes people may drift apart because of their personal life. You know, sometimes people's work can be a bit ad hoc. You know, their hours are all over the gaff. So, you know, it may not suit the relationship, if you know what I mean, and so it may conflict with, you know, the other partner's sort of shift pattern, for example. So they may not see each other as much, and therefore, as I said, the connection is going to disappear.
Obviously, I'm in a relationship. You're single, innit? You get me? And I personally feel like, in terms of celebrities, anyways, I've always felt like I'll give you an example. Some people's favorite rappers going out with influencers. I feel like these type of relationships, most of the time, are not built on connection. It's built on basically what am I benefiting from the other person. So, for example, your favorite rapper might be like, oh, that girl is beautiful, bear man are onto her, she's like one of the influencers everyone's talking about.
Right.
Same thing, the influencer is thinking, oh, rapper, he's got money, he's gonna fly me out, shopping's there and there, take me to Dubai, you know, buy me jewelry, give me cash. So I feel like those relationships are not built on connection when it comes to like celebrities.
Yeah.
But to regular people, I feel like it's hard in today's times to find what you perceive as the right girl. Because I hear bare man tell man, you get me, like, oh, it's hard to find the right girl. There's not a lot of good guys. I've seen guys all say there's not a lot of good men out there. You get it? And at the same time, at the age we're living, we're working. Most people do 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Right. On
their weekend, what do they want to do? They want to rest. You get it? Some might want to party, but it's not the right environment to basically find someone. Some might get lucky, you get it? But, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a problem. Like, where you don't have time to actually date, which means goes back to what? Social media.
Yeah.
And to me personally, social media is fake. I've had one relationship that came from social media, which didn't really last long anyways, you get it? But most of my relationships, it's always been like, obviously, I'm not gonna count my teenage relationships, but obviously, at a later stage of my teenage years, obviously I was in a relationship for 3 years. So I was 18, at 17, 20, 18, and then I was with someone for 3 years. And I met that girl it was basically at a bus stop. Me and my boys used to play a game, innit?
Right.
Who's your type? Like, if I see someone that's their type, I'll put them on the spot.
Yeah.
If I see a girl that's my type, they'll put me on the spot. So that was like a thing like that. I spoke to the girl, we exchanged, obviously got on well, blah, blah, blah. Relationship developed from it. But the relationship after that happened from someone I met at work, which leads me to another thing. Like, I feel like today's time, like I just said, a lot of us spend most of our time in a working environment. So where are you more likely to find someone? In the workplace.
Yeah. You spend more time at work than you do with your family. It's fact. Some people, anyway, if you don't work from home, if you're doing a 9 to 5, I've said this to you before. You know, we see our colleagues more than we see our family. Yeah,
which is quite dangerous. Obviously, like for me, I'm already in a relationship. You get it. So obviously, I have boundaries when I'm in a working environment. But I'm saying for a guy that's single, for example, he might connect with a girl in a working environment and things could develop, innit?
Right.
So do you feel like that's the only place right now where someone like yourself or a lot of the man who are single who are saying, you know what, obviously I ain't got time to be going parties,
Yeah, for sure, definitely. As you said, you know, not a lot of people have time to be going out partying, so the only time they have to socialise is at work. I don't think there's any right place to find love. I think it's just a case of, if you connect with someone, you connect with someone at the time, and you just see how long they last. Sometimes, as you say, the connection will get lost. Maybe there may be trust issues in the relationship. You know, some girls will go out partying, and you know the man might be like, oh, you know, I don't trust you going out with them, like, because you're gonna be hanging around certain man, and obviously you're good looking, so man are gonna move to you, and so some man may feel a bit insecure because that may test their relationship, which I can kind of understand.
But there was a time in my life where, not that I didn't trust gal, because personally I ain't really been through a relationship where I didn't trust the person I was with. You get it? I've never really had a relationship that broke my heart or anything like that. But during the single years, because I had a 2-year gap where I was single, innit? And during those 2 years, there was obviously things were going on and that, you get me? So I was meeting a lot of gal, but a lot of gal that to me weren't serious. When I say they weren't serious, I mean they were just trying to, you know what I'm saying? They were just making situations too easy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, respectfully, I was looking for, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I was looking for at the time. Obviously, there was time in my life where, you know what I'm saying, as a man, whatever, I'm single, I'm just having a bit of fun. Yeah. But there was a time where I was actually trying to find someone. But like every girl I was chatting to, I was getting, you get me, just have fun kind of vibes. To me, they're just giving it a bit too easy.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So just sexual attraction, basically.
Yeah, you can call it that, innit? So, like, but that was the time, and I was like, raw, because I went one girl after the next. I'm like, bro, is there even any serious gal nowadays? And then obviously, again, like the girl I'm with today, met in the church, and that's also another place where, you know,
the church,
it has to be in a place where obviously there's a lot of people, innit?
Yeah, that's a good point. The church is being at a church is if you're religious, you know, a church is maybe somewhere where you can develop a connection with someone. It almost happened with me once, and I think there was a situation where, you get me, a girl was feeling man, but I didn't really follow through with it because probably put it down to being a bit, I wouldn't say scared, but a bit shy to sort of make that move, because with me I have to be like 99% sure that a girl is feeling me.
I mean, you're never going to be 99% sure at that particular time anyways. Like, you know, I mean, to be fair with my partner, it was a thing where I had zero clue that she would have had feelings for me, you get it? But at some point as a man, I had to, you know, make that move. Obviously, I know there's some girls that make it very obvious that they're onto you as well, you get it? Same way I did not make it like very obvious that I was onto my girl. I was basically kind of processing the whole thing, and I was thinking about it, like blah blah blah, and it was tense because of the same thing. I was like, I didn't want to look like a mug. I've been in a relationship for 4 years, innit? And I feel like, you know, the relationship is great, everything's good. 4 years down the line, I don't have like, you know, she worked, I worked, knowing each other, whatever, but like it's never really affected our relationship, innit?
So why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
Yeah, that's it. The reason I feel like that is because I feel like both of us are very invested in our relationship. There's like a mutual respect already. You understand? Like especially for someone like me who's trying to do so many things. There was times where I was committed to so many things because I was trying to run a football team, and I have my job there, and I got this YouTube thing there. You understand? Like I was doing so many things. I was sacrificing. She had a 9 to 5, so she works Monday to Friday. So on weekends doing football as well. Like time when she has a time off, you get it, and it's like, you know, that could have been a challenge, but again, she understood this is obviously a man that's trying to better himself for our future, innit? But I feel like some girls are not understanding of that. You know what I'm saying? Some girls I feel, and men as well,
a bit needy, like they wanna see the man more, kind of thing.
Nah, I didn't think sometimes they don't. Like for example, I'll give you an example. There's guys out there who they don't want to just have a 9 to 5, bruv.
Yeah. At
some point in your life, you want to evolve, innit? So sometimes they want to take risks and start their own business, which ain't gonna bring in money. You understand? And I feel like some women are not willing to go through the whole process.
Why do you think that?
I understand, it's human nature. Like when you're with somebody and someone's doing something that obviously you understand the plan. Yeah. But the reality of it is that person, that plan is not making money. It's been months now. You might be willing to go for it for months, and then not only it's not making money, it's removing you from the relationship a little bit in the sense of like you're spending even more time onto that, you know, and naturally that person might feel like, look, it's a waste of time. They might not tell you it. I'll give you an example. When I was running my team, which you've had the courage to ref a couple of games, but yeah, that when I started that, for example, obviously this is in a relationship, but this is a partnership, but which is almost like a relationship. Relationship is basically like a partnership. Like when I started it and I gave the ideas to my friends, yeah, and a few guys, there was 8 of us. I gave every person the opportunity to either one in or out. I never like pressured no one or nothing. Like there was no contract even in place or anything. They liked the idea, and after a month, one guy's dropped out. Second month, another guy's dropping out.
Yeah.
Now season's going through, more and more guys are dropping out. Obviously, in the end, anyways, to get to the end, in the end, anyways, it was basically me and 3 other friends. But the other guys, I guarantee you, the other 4 guys who started obviously believed in a plan. But like I said, the reality of life, them guys have their own jobs, they've got their other own businesses all that we're dealing with, and then thinking, oh, I have to invest a bit of money into that. Like every month as well is a bit of a headache, but they don't believe, and I feel like it's the same thing in a relationship. Like some people's partners might believe in the idea, but when the reality of it is like, oh my God, he's not spending enough time with me, he's stressing out about this thing, and it's not even giving him money and things like that, it could play a part. And yeah, that's what, so for me, like I said, I've been fortunate because my partner obviously understands. Like she's involved, in fact, she's part of like a couple businesses that I'm doing as well. You get it? Yeah, so I feel like I'm quite fortunate to have someone that believes in my plans and my ideas, but some people's partners just don't believe in it, innit?
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think it's a combination of things, really. What is the solution to it? I don't know, really. What would you say the solution to finding a good sort of long-lasting relationship is?
I'd say in today's time, you have to rule number 1, you shouldn't care about social media.
I think social media is kind of hard to ignore because it's shoved in people's faces too much.
Yeah, but then I don't want someone like that. You got some who are selling a lifestyle online and not really living in real life.
Right.
You understand? And you got some famous rich people who are posting shit, gifts that they're giving to their partners, and then you got regular ass broke niggas and broke gal like saying that this is relationship goals. Brother, you can't compare. Like if these men weren't rich, they couldn't afford what they have. So it's like so that's what I say. If someone's invested in social media like that, that's already gonna break a relationship because they're gonna start comparing. Oh, you get them a little gift. They're like, oh, Offset got Cardi B a car. Cardi B got Offset a Rollie. Like, you understand?
Yeah,
that's why I feel like rule number 1 on social media. Don't invest too much into it. Just know that it's fake. Use that as a source of entertainment and like gossip page or whatever to check things on there that you like. Don't let that, because that does affect a lot of people's relationships.
So would you say it's a good idea to move to a girl on Instagram, for example, or Snapchat?
That's why I said, look, funny enough, yeah, you get me? Like I said, I've had one relationship from it. She was really big. She had a lot of followers and stuff. You know, she probably felt unstoppable. She's verified and everything as well. So she made a move and I entertained it, and you get me? Things happen, innit? And but that relationship didn't last. Even though I wouldn't say she's famous, the impact of like going out with someone with a lot of followers. I remember when I first posted like our relationship online, bro, it was like, it showed how many shares, it'd been like viewed by over 100,000 people and things like that. I was like, fucking hell, bruv. You know what I'm saying? That's not healthy. Now everyone's eyes is on your relationship.
Yeah, no, that does definitely have an effect on it. When everybody knows you're in a relationship, people have their opinions and it can start to affect people's mental health. You know, things get a bit too personal, people start commenting on it. So yeah.
Personally, for me, on my side of things though, I didn't give a shit. Because at that particular moment, I didn't give a shit about social media anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I knew the consequence of you know what I'm saying, posting your partner and stuff like that online. But to me, I was like, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care what anyone's gonna say. Like, but
Yeah.
for the you get me, for the girls and that, and certain men as well, who are online and putting a relationship out there, like, they might feel affected, especially when a relationship doesn't work. I was like, bro, I don't give a shit. I was like, bro, if the relationship ended, just remove the photos, bro. Keep it moving, like, you get it.
Yeah.
I'm not the man that's stuck on it, but to me, social media is deathful.
Yeah, it is unhealthy in a lot of senses. Like, you even see with Love Island, a lot of people leave the villa because of pressure from social media. You know, some people cannot hack what people say on social media, and so it affects their mental health.
Yeah, that's why I say you shouldn't have an obsession with it. The second thing for me, be with someone that, be honest from the get-go. I'm talking about when you're officially together. Even when you're dating to a point where you know it's heading towards that way. Like, because obviously, like I said, a lot of people hide shit from each other. Like, you know, a lot of men, a lot of gal as well got personal issues that they don't want to discuss. But then, like, 4 or 5 months into the relationship now, something comes up.
It's like, why didn't you tell me that first of all?
Yeah, like, you should have told me about the situation early. You understand? And that's why I say, like, if you're gonna make that person your gal, then you need to let her know your truth.
Yeah, of course.
You understand? Don't let her find out about your truth later on, because certain man lie as well. Same way certain gal lie as well. They'll be acting like the most innocent gal on earth. Like, if there's that honesty from the get-go and you both decide to go through with it, then I feel like, you know, sky's the limit. Women now have the rights. They can work, earn more than men now, you get it? So, I was like, look, I'm an independent person on myself, I depend on myself, you understand? So I want a woman that matches that, in the sense of, she's not just going to, I don't want a woman with a mentality of a man's gonna look after man, and you know what I'm saying, like, where her dream is to basically find a man that's gonna do everything for her.
Yeah.
So I've always been about finding someone that is also independent, obviously religious, because I'm a Christian myself. That was part of my category.
So would you say you think a relationship should be 50-50?
In terms of what?
In terms of giving, in general, like you said, you know, in terms of like
look,
work.
No, look, I don't want to remove the manlyhood. I don't want to remove the idea of being a man.
Right.
You understand? No one should get offended, you get me? I know nowadays you say one word, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm a man, innit? That's it. I don't want to remove the idea, like I said, for me. When I said I wanted someone independent, it meant at the time, in terms of meeting someone, I want that person to be ambitious. I didn't want a woman with no ambition. Yeah. The same way women want an ambitious man as well. So, I to my understanding, I feel like if I am earning a lot, then I feel like it is my duty then to basically commit more in the relationship when it comes down to finance. Like, even right now, I'm at a stage where my girl has got a job. Me, I'm kind of doing a lot of things. You get it? So, because I'm not trying to work for anybody. Yeah. So, there might be time where I make good money. There might be time I don't make good money. You understand? So, I'm not at that stage where I can tell my girl, look, you don't even have to work, whatever, like, or whatever. But the way I do it is, when I have ideas and I feel like I can get my girl involved there, I'll be like, do you want to be part of this project? Whatever. And I'm going to give you like a stake in it. That's where I'm at with it. But in terms of like, when I get to where I need to be at, where I know where I'm going to be at, then I don't, you know, when I get to the place that I need to be at, I don't want my girl to even stress. Because I'm planning to have kids. So ideally, if you have kids with your girl, you want your girl to be there to look after the kids as well.
So would you say a lack of ambition is another reason why relationships kind of crumble? Because if a girl, for example, sees that this guy is just a bum, for example.
Yeah, of course, that's always been that. But I also believe that a lot of girls have, in today's world, they think every guy's not ambitious. Because they're comparing a normal, regular guy situation to a guy who's famous or a guy who's already a millionaire.
Yeah, like, and that's the social media sort of.
Again, it goes back to social media. It's kind of intoxicated a lot of people who've got unrealistic They've got an unrealistic mindset. They feel like men should be this and that, but this age, but life does not work out like that.
No, there's a lot of this whole idea of, you know, oh, my man should be this, my man should be that, you know, and it's just kind of like a generalization, you know. If you have a connection with someone and that person, and you both have like an ambition and you both see that ambition, then yeah, I don't see why social media should affect that.
Well, yeah, man, I don't know, man. It is what it is. Do you think 50-50? Do you think a relationship should be 50-50?
No, I'm kind of with you about the sort of manlyhood side of things, but I do think that obviously a girl should work. She should provide to some extent.
Like basically, you both should be participating.
Exactly, yeah.
For me personally, even if my girl earns more than me, but if I was earning a good amount of money, yeah, I'm talking about, you know, a great amount of money, and even if she's earning more, I have no issue like paying the rent.
Why should you?
You understand? But if it's a thing where, you get me, we both got 9 to 5s, earning basically similar amount, so what we're earning isn't that great, then I feel like, you know, it's logical for us to feel like, you know what, let's give what we can give, kind of thing.
Right.
You understand? But like I said, I feel like if we're both at a great place, where I'm earning a lot, she's earning a lot, I'll cover everything. But even when it comes to, like, you know, dating as well, what do you think of dating? If you was to go on the first date with a girl you've been talking to, do you feel like it's 50-50?
In terms of paying, I mean, considering that a lot of the time it's the guys that makes the move, that makes the move, yeah, I'd say the guy should pay, for example.
So what if it's the one that she's saying, let's go out?
I mean, that's a bit of a techie one still.
Bro, be honest, bruv. This guy.
I think the man should pay. Obviously, I think, you know, as you sort of get further into a relationship, it should be more kind of equal. But yeah, if it's like the first date, like, you need to give a good impression as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, I'm a traditional man, you know, African guy, so it's normal for us to be the ones that pay when we go on a date. But again, when you're in a relationship, it changes, because my girl might want to take me out. That's different then. But dating stage, in no point or time do I want the girl to be paying for anything, bro. When we're dating, I mean, you know, if I ain't got the piece for it, then it's different. You get it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna overdo it, but I'm just saying, like, ideally, if you know what I'm saying, if you're trying to date someone, like, trying to date someone's daughter, like, you know, you get me, back home and that, you need to be the one that's providing, you get me? So you need to be paying for the dates at least. But again, we're living in a world where gal make money as well. You understand? But
yeah, I mean, but personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable not paying. Do you understand? So yeah, I would pay if I could. If I could afford it, I'm gonna pay it. But I wouldn't ask a girl out if I know I can't afford a fucking meal, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So
you wouldn't.
I mean, obviously, there's other things you can do in terms of spending time with a girl, but I feel like taking a girl out for a meal is probably like pretty standard these days. So, yeah, sort of find a connection with someone. You know, you have to spend money. You know, you don't want to just hold hands in the park and walk about. Like, I think that's another thing that's kind of a bit of a barrier for me in a relationship, because it's like, if I do ask a girl out, like, what am I gonna do? Like, do I take her to mini golf? Do I take her for a walk in the park? Do I take her, you know, to a restaurant, you know, because some girls may, you know, you may take them to a restaurant and then they're like, I'm not really feeling this, whereas you might go for a walk in the park and they may be like, oh yeah, you know, I like the walk in the park.
I mean, that's for you to, I mean, this is the problem, but that's what I said.
But how do you establish what?
It's not hard, my guy, this is what I'm saying, it's called having conversations, mate. Yeah. When you're getting to know someone, you find out their interest, and that's why I said to you, when I had a 2-year gap where I was single, like, a lot of gal I was chatting to, there was a lot of red flags with a lot of the shit they were saying. You understand?
Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
No, like I said, to me, they weren't relationship kind of gal. I mean, when I say they're not relationship kind of gal, I just feel like they weren't the kind of gal that I wanted, innit? You understand? There's some that only want to be going to top class restaurants and da-da-da. Like, to me, I'm a guy, I'm a fun guy. I don't just like to do the basic shit that everyone does. Like, you know, today it's almost like everyone wants to go, again, it's for social media. They want to go to 5-star restaurants every weekend, fly out. Like, they want to be flown out to different countries every week. You understand? Like, me, I'm not a dumb guy. Like, you understand? I don't do anything illegal. You understand? So I don't know the kind of guys these girls be dating sometimes. You get it? Where they're flying out every single week, rocking the maddest bag, doing all of these things. But if I ain't got that kind of budget, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, because you're just gonna stress about it. So for me, when I communicate with a girl, I don't mind taking you to a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
You get it? I don't mind that. I love that from time to time kind of thing. But I like to see a girl tell me, you know what, like, no, we can do something fun, like there's no point just wasting money or doing the same shit that everyone does. My girl, she just loves the park, bro. Like, in terms of that, because she likes to, we can go tan, have a little picnic. Like, she likes little cute stuff like that. You get me? She likes the nice restaurants, but it's not an obsession.
So what would you say when you ask a girl, like, you'd ask them, what would you like to do? What would you want to
No, I don't even bring it that. I just ask them, what do you, obviously, like, I'll ask a girl, like, what are you into, like, you understand? What do you do on a casual day? What are your hobbies? Like, things like that.
Would this be before the first date, or would you just kind of...
No, this was way before the first date. I mean, when you meet someone, obviously, I don't know where you move to them, wherever you find them anyways, they're obviously going to be coming. I'm someone that talks, like, we'll be on FaceTime, bro. Like, during dating, so I'm talking about day number 1. We'll be on FaceTime, this girl will be telling me, this girl will be telling you about their whole life. But if the girl's like, well, I want to begin, I want to travel across the world and go shopping and like, okay, you get me? Then I know we're not really on the same path kind of thing.
Yeah, I know a lot of girls say, oh, I want to go away every month. It may not necessarily be...
like I said, them kind of girls should be dating, obviously, a guy that wants to do that, innit?
Yeah.
But again, realistically, what kind of guy...
But this is why you talk before it even gets to that stage, isn't it? Because you want to... Yeah, it's just to sort of see whether you have that kind of connection with them, isn't it? Like, because if you see from the beginning, yeah, bro, I can't be affording these holidays to Egypt every month. Like, I haven't got... You get me? I haven't got 5 bills to be giving out. You know what I'm saying? To be forking out for holidays. Then yeah, straight away, this woman ain't for me.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, for me, it needs to be spontaneous. Like, for example, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I would do it when I feel like doing it. You get it? Or when I've got the means to do it. I'm not going to be someone that just wants to fly out every week, every month. Like, again, if I have money, I'll be doing it. If I was wealthy. But what I don't understand is, and I'm talking about regular ass girls, you get me, who never see their man in that. But they're flying out every week if they're saying they've got this expectation of men, which is just ridiculous. Because let's just go by logic. Like, in a normal 9 to 5, say even if you've been there for a few years, you've got good salary. Say they're even paying you 4 bags a month, which is great. Probably renting out a nice apartment, that you're spending about £1,500 a month. What are you left with? That's £2,500 left. You understand? And then this girl wants to use half of that money to go away. Like, and what are you left with there? You need to pay for yourself. If you're driving, to be paying for your car. You need to be buying your own clothes.
Well, yeah, but if the girl is saying, look, I don't mind paying for my ticket, you pay for your ticket.
No, but I'm talking about a dating stage. Like, what? I don't need a gal with that kind of mindset. I want to fly. To me, already it's a headache because I'm at a state in my life where I want to build on. I want to have like businesses. I want to grow. I'm not at a point in my life where I'm trying to burn money, bro. Do you know what kind of commitment that is? Niggas be scratching their head every month to pay their phone bills. And this is not your phone bill. This is not 50, 60 pounds a month. This is fucking holidays every month. That's at least a bag minimum. And that's if you're just going on a short trip, couple days. So, nah, man, I didn't want no girl like that. I wanted a girl who, obviously, I enjoy these things. To say that, obviously, traveling is beautiful, but the mindset, how a girl delivers it is like, look, I'm ambitious, I want to grow, I want to have my own business and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Tell me what you're into, kind of things. Like the fun things that you do. Are you cool with you? Like I said, going to a park and having a nice little picnic. Does that excite you as much as going to the biggest Dock and Waffle just to eat and drink bare cocktails? You understand? I want to see where your mindset. Cause I'm a guy, I like to have fun as well. You get it? Like my girl knows. Like when it comes to specific dates, we'll go and do something nice, which do cost a little bit, but these are like for special occasions. But on the normal things, we could do something nice and cute. It's summertime right now, and there's so many things you can do. But again, it's a social media thing, because they want to film, oh my God, 5-star hotel. So I feel like it's not hard. I feel like if you're a good communicator, if you're someone that knows how to talk, like, I feel like you can get a lot out of a girl in the sense of like, you know, how honest she is. But a certain man, for example, again, they want to pretend. They know that the P's ain't there, but like they're just trying to make too much of an impression. Like I me, I'll make an impression in the sense of showing my personality. I'll take you out, but then I'll also be honest with you. I'll tell you where my head's at. I've done that with every person I've dated. I've never tried to pretend I was something that I was not. What's your ideal type of girl?
You mean like black, white?
No, well, you can go. We can talk the race and then personality if you want.
I mean, I don't really have a specific type.
Yeah.
I don't really discriminate. You get me?
It's not discriminating for having a type, bro.
No, but I don't want to say, you know, oh yeah, I don't like black girls, I don't like white girls.
No, you're just saying your type. No one asks you to talk down.
You get me? 'Cause I know some men are going to be saying, you get me, it's a bit racist, isn't it? You get
Nah,
me?
but listen, you can say your type. No one, I didn't ask you what you didn't like. I just said, what's your type?
Yeah, no, I mean, if I was to go for a gal, I'd probably say a lighty or a brownie. You get me? But
Fair enough.
But yeah, in terms of personality, obviously, yeah, just be nice, down to earth. And yeah, if you have a connection, we have a connection, innit?
This guy says connection, but define what connection is to you.
Well, yeah, someone that I can sit down with and have a conversation with, you know, someone that you can have banter with. You know, not just fucking looking at each other, thinking, yeah, we look pretty. Like what one mistake I've made a lot in the past is, you know, I'm not very sociable, so people straight away look at me and think, oh, this guy's a bit weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think I need to find a balance of being sociable and sort of like at the same time being kind of laid back in my approach to talking to people. Like, I don't want to come across too like I'm, you know, trying to find a girl and that. You know, if it happens, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? You just talk to people. You know, you may become friends, and then if there's, you get me, you might click a little bit more than you thought initially. And before you know it, you exchange numbers. You know, the next thing you know, could be clapping cheeks.
This guy. Yeah, there's really lack of connection in today's time because a lot of relationship is built on just physical attraction and unrealistic ideas of how a relationship should be because we're comparing it to celebrities who are rich and who ain't better than us, but who just post all the beautiful things that goes on in the relationship. But then, listen, we can flip that and say, look, Khloe Kardashian, and you get me, she's getting dash left, right, centre. You get me, Tristan Thompson, who's just clapping cheeks left, right, centre. Like, you get me, getting other things pregnant. It just shows that she's got money. She probably even has more money than him. He's an NBA star, but she probably has more money than him. Either way, they both have money in it, but it just shows like it's not really changing nothing. Even Cardi B and Offset, bro, were separated because he cheated before and shit like that. Like we've seen Beyonce, Jay-Z, like, so I've never looked at celebrities as like a role model. Like today, a lot of gal I've seen post India and Little Durk. Brother, the Donny's got 7 youths with like 4 or 5 baby mums. Just because today he's just showing affection to the girl he's with, he's always like, obviously he's showing her off, innit? Like you can see he really loves her and whatnot. But my point is, don't be using them man as an example, bro.
Yeah.
You get it? Because a lot of girls, he's got, again, like I said, he's got money to be doing all these things. You get it? To treat her and buy her all the things she needs. He's got, you understand, the popularity to be doing features with Drake where he's shouting out his girl's business on it. Like, so, again, that's why, everything leads back to celebrities and social media. So you just have to live in a real world, yeah, where we are not millionaires, yeah, and we have our 9-to-5s or our little businesses that we're trying to progress in. So, you know, so once people have the memo of that, I feel like there'll be more connection. People, if you don't care about social media and celebrities and things like that, I feel like it will allow, again, rule number 3 for me again. Actually, it's rule number 1, religion. I need a girl that's religious, or Christian to be precise, because again, we have to have the same faith in the sense of, because I know for a fact, a woman that fears God has limits. You understand? We've seen a lot of girls go too wild today because they don't have nothing to fear. If you don't have a God to fear, you're willing to do anything for the bag. Seeing OnlyFans and all of that, like, you understand? But as a religious person has boundaries. She'll be like, you know what, that is, you know, understand, that's too much. You get me? That's an embarrassment to the family, it's embarrassment to my friends, it's embarrassment to God. You understand? So to me, rule number one is actually religion, isn't it? Like, I needed a girl that has to be religious. So, you get me? You got anything to say before we wrap it up?
No, it's just to summarize. I agree with everything you said. Really, social media is a killer. You know, sometimes in a literal sense. So yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, people, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You get me? And stay tuned to the next episode.